Have you ever sat on a chair playing Dead Frontier, seen a corpse, a body, a structure, watch the loot button pop up, and say to yourself, wow, I can't wait to do this again and again for the next 10 years? Sounds unrealistic and kind of lame, right? But what if I told you that this philosophy on looting might actually be a bit paradoxical? Look, I get it. Pressing a single button and praying to the RNG gods can seem mind-numbingly boring. And sure, there are flashier and more exciting ways to scavenge. But here's the thing. Looting is easy. Like, really easy. And I think that's what most people miss. For the longest time, I saw looting as this boring, honest man's hustle. I wanted to be the guy who boss hunts, who scores the best trades, who gets his name remembered in the digital forums for making doodles on Dead Frontier. Looting felt beneath me. Too simple, too unrewarding, too mundane. But then, life kicked in, and I grew up. Now, some of you might think that forming a philosophy over a video game is cringe, but Dead Frontier wasn't just a game for me. It was a lesson. Yes, looting is tedious, don't get me wrong, but it is the honest man's hustle. Even if you're just selling scraps or earning small change from each run, it feels more immersive. Not because the gameplay loop changes, but because the experience feels grounded, real. And maybe I'm a bit sadistic for enjoying the slow grind, but growing up taught me this. The hustle in real life isn't always fair. And that's what Dead Frontier captures so well. You never know what you'll find when you loot. Especially in the lower levels, it's hard to get anything decent. It takes patience, effort, dedication, and yeah, sometimes a borderline unhealthy amount of hours. But when you finally score that big loot, or save enough to buy your first badass tier 120 weapon, you feel it. You feel that you earned it. And in that way, it kind of mirrors life. You don't have to be lucky to succeed, but if you are, you'll know you deserved it. Even when the outcome's random, you put in the work. You kept rolling the dice. If you keep blaming reality for being unfair, you'll stop trying at all. You'll say, I won't find anything great, or I'll barely break even. You'll ask yourself, why bother? But as I matured, this mindset became something deeper, more personal, more real, more intimate, and honestly, rewardingly honest. When I stopped seeing looting as a chore, it transformed. And when I looted my first tier 120, which happens to be an old ace barrel back in the day, it felt incredible. Because it paid off. All the patience paid off. In an age where people glorify shortcuts to flex wealth, nothing feels more satisfying than watching your bank grow because you stuck to it. I'm not trying to preach, but that's what looting became for me over the years. It turned into therapy. It's not always easy to stay consistent, but it is simple. Just like life. And there's no better feeling than knowing you made it because you worked hard for it. I understand that looting is not for everyone, but that is my philosophy in looting, and that's why until today, I enjoy the process.